Hello, welcome to Linux Terminal Commands for Beginners tutorial. For this video I will be talking about the rm remove and rmdir remove directory commands. Let's open up the terminal. First we will begin with the remove rm command. But before I start, I'll change directory. cd test remove. I created this directory beforehand for this video. ls. Our goal in this video is to use the remove commands rm and rmdir to remove the files in this directory. Let's start with something simple by removing delete file 1. rm delete file 1. ls. Delete file 1 is now gone. Unlike Windows, there is no recycle bin on Linux, so delete file 1 is really no more. With that being said, be careful when you use the remove commands on files and directories. One good option that I personally use when removing files from my system is -I, which stands for the interactive option. Let's use it on delete file 2. rm-I delete file 2. Interactive option gives us a prompt before removing the file. Type Y, enter for yes to remove, or N, enter for no, don't remove. For this case, I want to remove it, so Y, enter. ls. And now delete file 2 is no more. rm command also removes directories, but only with the -R recursive option. Let's get rid of remove directory with this. rm-R remove directory. Be warned, using rm with the recursive option removes all files and directories within the directory you are using it on. ls. Remove directory is gone. Only use the rm with recursive option if you are absolutely sure you want to remove a directory and all of its contents. It will be helpful to include the -I interactive command. This will give you prompts before a file or directory gets removed. The command would look like rm-R for recursive, I for interactive, directory, where directory is the directory you want to remove. Next is the -V for verbose option for rm. Verbose lists the actions of the terminal. Let's get rid of remove directory 1. I prepared the directory with multiple files inside so you can better see the verbose option in action. rm-R for recursive, V for verbose, remove directory 1. The verbose command outputs a line for every file. The verbose option appears in other commands, but for its purpose with rm, it just outputs a line for each file or directory that is removed. Let's clear the workspace. Now let's move on to the remove directory rmdir command. Much like the rm remove command, rmdir is the directory version for rm. rmdir is actually more limited in functionality than rm. You will see what I mean in a bit. Let's get started. ls. I want to save those two directories from my last examples. I'll create a directory with mkdir and then remove it with rmdir. mkdir directory 1. ls. Now let's remove directory 1. rmdir directory 1. ls. Now directory 1 is gone. Sorry for that example being too simple, but I want to keep the tutorial consistent. Now let's remove a multiple level directory using the -P option for rmdir. -P option stands for parent. I prepared a multi-level directory, remove levels. Let's first ls recursive list the directory remove levels to see what we'll be removing. ls-R for recursive, remove levels. We're going to be removing in order directory level 3, directory level 2, which is the parent of directory level 3, level 1, which is level 2's parent directory, and remove levels, which is level 1's parent directory. Let's enter the rmdir command. rmdir-p for parent for deleting multiple directory levels, v for verbose to see a line-by-line output of file removals, remove levels, level 1, level 2, level 3. If you notice, the deepest level directory, level 3, gets removed first, followed by the second, level 2, third, level 1, and the top level directory, remove levels, gets removed last. When removing multiple levels of directories, Linux will always start at the bottommost directory and move its way up to the topmost directory. ls. Now we have one last directory to remove. Before removing it, let's recursively list the contents of remove files directory. ls-R remove files. Here we see a combination of files and directories inside remove files. Try removing it with rmdir with -p parents option since we want to remove the entire directory, and v verbose option to see what's being removed. rmdir-p for parent, v for verbose, remove files, level 1, level 2, level 3 directory. You'll see this does not remove the files completely and gives a message saying directory not empty. That's because of the limitation of rmdir-p. It can only remove empty directories. Level 3 directory was the only directory that was empty, so it gets removed. However, its parent directory, level 2, was not empty. It also had file 1 in it, so it fails to get removed. ls-R recursive option, remove files. Most directory, level 3, got removed. Level 2 and level 1 directory also have files in them other than the parent and child directories. You would get the same fail to remove directory not empty message when running rmdir-p command. rmdir just won't cut it. To completely remove files directory and its contents, enter rm-R for recursive option, v for verbose option, remove files. rm recursive option removes the files on non-empty directories, so this is the command to use when removing a directory and its entire contents. Plus you don't have to type a long specific address. Once again, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, be careful with the recursive option because you are essentially removing everything. My suggestion is to always include the -I interactive option whenever you use the recursive rm command. That way you get prompts for file and directory removals. The command would look like rm-R for recursive, v for verbose, I for interactive, directory, where directory is the name of the directory you want to remove. To summarize, we went through removing files with the rm command, removing entire directories with the rm-R recursive option, remove directories with rmdir, as well as multiple level directories. We also briefly talked about the -v verbose options, which prints out the removal order, and the -I interactive option, which gives yes or no prompts before file removal. This concludes my Linux Terminal for Beginners tutorial, deleting files and directories with remove rm and remove directory rmdir commands. For more information, check out their man pages. Man rmdir.
Here are some more Linux for Beginners videos. Also, please like or subscribe, but only if you want to. And lastly, thanks for watching.